Do you get rid of the player and have loyalty to your coach? Ultimately, Savard left, Gilbert stayed, and then Gilbert was gone shortly thereafter. But can you kind of walk us through, are there any maybe similarities in that scenario that you faced in Calgary to what is happening here now?
Well, I'll be straightforward with you. I was an idiot. I made one of the dumbest moves I could have ever possibly made. I mean, seriously. I mean, I knew that there was a problem. I mean, I loved Mark, and I still love Mark to this day. And I bet you I talked to Mark for 30 straight days, and he was frustrated. He wanted to play. He wanted to be a difference maker, and we were looking at that we had a challenge, and we were looking to change the coach, and it did get to a point where, okay, we'll just do it. I was rash. I was dumb because you don't trade a player like Marc Savard. I talked about Scotty Bowman before. Scotty Bowman said to me, he asked me, he goes, what happened there? He goes, how do you trade a talented player like that with skill? And, maybe the player you got in return, if you don't remember, was Ruslan Zanailin. And he wasn't very good. He never played in the NHL. It was just a bad move. It was a bad move on multiple fronts by me. And it's a good example of, don't make a rash decision, because it would be one thing if Mark wasn't talented. It would be one thing if Mark wasn't trying to find a way. We had a coach problem, and I knew it, and yet I still made a stupid move. And there's no other way to put it. It was stupid. So you know what? You can have friction between player and coach, and that's going to happen in the context of a competitive season. That's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. How you work through it. But we changed the coach like 10 days later or 12 days later. We were already looking for a coach. We were looking for an experienced coach. And when Daryl became available, I mean, that really is where we set our sights. But, knowing where we're already at, that's what made the move even dumber. And that's totally on me. I'm like, you know what? I can sit here and say, I was trying to make sure that Mark went. And, because I did. I really respected Mark, and I really did. And he went on and had a terrific career. But that wasn't a good move. And as a manager, you can't make those moves. And so when I say a comprehensive evaluation, that's where you got it. There's nothing wrong with friction. There's going to be those times between coach and player, players and coach, that you're going to have that friction. How you manage through it and how you work through it and how you come to the right side of it is the key there.